Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is now quite deep in support. The entire market is selling off a little bit. Not necessarily a surprise. We know that, for example, Bitcoin is very close to a top. Maybe the top has already been made. A lot of coins that do some pullbacks, so that's all fine. Also, Solana at some point finally needs to come down in its circle wave 4. So the idea is that overall, as long as this $33.20 level is holding, there can be another fifth wave to the upside. Yeah, we've been talking about that. I think you know the chart better than anyone else out there. I think we've discussed all the ins and outs of this chart. I think there is not much more clarity you can squeeze out of this chart, okay? It just isn't. We have all the targets defined here. Next target to the upside would be $71.26. $79.56. Micro support is $50.60. We talk about that in a minute. And the larger degree support for this fourth wave pullback is between $46.90 and $33.20, with, in my opinion, ideal support around the $39 mark, which is the 38.2 retracement. But yeah, what did we say? We said it can still extend higher, of course, if it wants to. It's due a pullback. Not necessarily overdue, but the 1.38 extension, it would be a perfect spot for a pullback in circle wave 4. We'll see. If you want to see a little bit more context, you can also watch my last video. It's pretty much still up to date. We talked about the big picture. Talked also about the issue. I think that was actually yesterday's video. The issue that we're in an overall corrective structure, not an impulse, but I cannot repeat all of that in every video. If you want to have also like the written updates, you can check out the gold membership, in which there are short-term market updates, generally for different coins, mostly Bitcoin, Ethereum, but many different coins in writing. Anyway, where are we? So the idea was that, yeah, you know, this third wave can still extend a little higher. For some reason, I've got a moving average here that I need to take out. Let me just hide that moving average there. So yeah, the idea would be, okay, you know, this is currently a corrective structure, could also turn into something more bearish, and it will increase in likelihood that a top has been made below $50.60. Be careful with this support. This is a guideline. It's not an absolute rule, but if we see a sustained break below that level, I would assume we have topped. However, I need to, and that's why I said, you know, we need to talk about this, because how did I measure that? I assumed wave 4 down here finished as a triangle. So I took that last swing low there where the triangle possibly ended. However, it could be that wave 4 finished here. That's not entirely clear. And then support would come down, I think, to around about $49. Yeah. So it's not entirely clear. I just say we need a sustained break. So a break below $50.60 would indicate that a top has been made. A break below $49 would confirm it. And then if we enter this support area here in large, yeah, that is where we have a chance to finally complete this larger degree fourth wave, which might have started, okay, which might have started, but it's not entirely clear. Certainly quite a sharp pullback now, but it doesn't really necessarily look any different to what we had here on the 2nd or 3rd of November. So I think support is clear, micro support is clear. Bear in mind that also around $48.30, we have structural support possibly, because we had structural resistance here before in August and in July last year. Yeah, and that's what we're watching for. So we're essentially just watching if we can hold micro support. As I just explained, it's not like a clear-cut level. There's no invalidation there. It's more a level that, you know, if we get a sustained break below it, we have to assume that we are looking at this circle wave for pullback. But I said to you, there's a bit of uncertainty there as to where I start the fibs, okay? If you want a little bit more space, okay, and avoid a fake out, then you can adjust it to $49. And below that, we have a really good chance that we're finally in circle wave 4. Yes, I added here the 23.6 fib level for circle wave 4 as well. That's at $47. But to be honest, if this larger degree fourth wave is playing out, I would say it is probably rather in this area around $39 to $33. Also then targeting here the lower boundary line of the price channel. And if we see another escalation higher, the next target is $71.20 or even $79.50. And the thing is, this can be reached either in wave 3 still, but we need to turn around pretty quickly, or in wave 5. So we're still short-term bullish on the Solana chart, especially as long as the $33.20 level is holding. Against that level, a fifth wave can happen. So it's either going to be, we're reaching these levels in wave 3 still, or in wave 5. Certainly, this is an ideal spot to turn around in wave 4. But it's not enough price action yet to confirm it. So that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.